Hello, my name is Derek Garcia, and this is week 5, assignment 2 for FTT 240, customizing and woodworking. This is the second week of the muzzleloader lab. This week we are to thimbles shaped and finished, barrel tendons install, front thimble installed, and stock pins installed. So we will start with seeing how much we have to shape this on the stock itself, and then we'll go from there. Looks like just a little right here on the edges. Over here it seems like it fits real good, so we'll bring it down just a little bit. Bring it just a little more. Wow. Okay, that fits real nice and snug. Probably still a little bit. Okay, that goes in a lot better. Another wood should be splitting. So now that the seats were nice, no more. The wood is starting to split off from anything. It's nice and snug, but it doesn't just fall over here, as you can tell. Might be nice to get just a tad bit more off. See now? All that's over now. You can slide it just right in. Slide right back out. So you ain't going to be ruining nothing. So the next step is to clamp it down, and we're going to have to drill a hole right down the center. And according to the video submitted by SDI, it's a 7 by 7/64 drill bit, which I have right here. And I'm going to see the middle right here. I'm going to draw a line on the middle, and if I have to, I will draw all the way down. And then I'll be back for an update once I get everything set up. Hello, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to do some drilling. I already have it marked from what you've seen. I started to do another video. I have it leveled, and I also have it put to my drill press. I have some clamps on it, but I have some wood so the clamps don't damage the stock itself. So I have wood on the bottom so it don't mess up the bottom of the stock on the metal plate here, and then I have some wood on top for the clamp. So we're going to get started on this. Check one more time. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go and do it real slow. The first one, I'm going to Okay, so first one, we're going to put this in here. So the screws is a little bit larger. So we're going to have to go a tad bit bigger on that hole. And I'll be right back after I make the hole a little bigger, now that we got our pilot hole drill. Okay, so now that I got this out, you can see the hole right there. I almost got it perfectly centered, but I didn't get it perfect. But now we're going to make the hole a little bit bigger since we got the pilot hole drilled. And I got my drill here, so we're going to make the next one. Next, we're going to do the stock. Make sure we go straight down. And we're going to countersink with the hole right here, just so that the screw fits a little bit deeper. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry for time. Okay, I'm going to hand screw this one in here, make sure that everything fits. Just get a screwdriver here. Always make sure you get proper size screwdriver. This one is still sticking out a little bit like that. A little bit better. Okay, for the next step, we are doing the front thimble here. we're going to put that on the front. We got to drill the hole for it. So I do have my barrel here, my stock here, with it being weighed out, and I will drill the hole and I'll come right back. Okay, here back for an update. I got the drilled and put the last one on, and I countersink each one so they're flush, and this one nice and flush, centered. Got each one nice and even, don't come out. That one, and then you can look down it, none of the screws are sticking out. I went slowly on the countersink to make sure that I had enough thread attached to the thimble, but I didn't want to go too far. And then, so I got the front thimble, back thimble done, and then shaped and finished. Now we have to install, front thimble installed. We installed the front and back. So now we have to work on the barrel tenons and installing them with the stock pins. So I will be back once I get everything set up for this part. Okay, so according to SDI, the textbook for customizing and woodworking, I think it's chapter 5, and then the video that was sent out states that we are supposed to try to insert the tenons into the barrel first. Make sure you have the barrel upside down, not putting them on the top where the dovetail sides go. But you got these dovetail cuts right here, and the tenons got dovetail cuts on them. So what you want to do is make sure they can fit in, and they are really, really, really tight. So that one's really tight. That one's really tight. So what the video says, to take some sandpaper. This is a 120 grit right here. What we're going to do is figure 8, he said, to make sure there's anything taken off the bottom. Okay. And the next thing you want to do is get the other one the same. So that helps get everything high spots. And then we're also going to take the file to make sure that each rippers are off on sides. Okay, I'm going to try this back in. This one's still really tight. I'll give them some more. Give a bit more of Put it in again. And so I don't make the video too long here. I'm going to let it back once I get all the tenons moved out, and then I'll be back when I get them done. Alright, back for another update. I've now got the barrel tenons in, as you can see. They're both in and they're both centered. Make sure I'm not getting nothing above me. They were a little tight at first. Not gonna lie, they were tight at first. They were still tight putting them all the way in, but I was able to use the sandpaper and remove a lot of material off the bottom, and then I used the file to remove any extra burrs that were on the tenons from machining, and then everything finally got them in. Used a ball peen hammer, a little hammer here with the brass side, and I used one of the ones I got from SDI here, and I tapped it back into place. And now the next part of the assignment, I have to drill through the stock and through the tenons and put the pins in the stock pins. So front thimble installed. So far I got the thimble shaped and finished. The barrel tenons are now installed. The front thimble is installed, and now I have to finally just the stock pins. But before we even do the stock pins, I'm going to make sure that the barrel is inletted correctly before doing the stock pins. And then I will be back when I start that part. Thank you. Okay, so the barrel really didn't need any inlet. It goes in and comes out just fine. The next step, according to the video that I watched, submitted by SDI Scott Smith, put the barrel all the way down, make sure it's seated all the way into the stock, and the back as far as it can be. And then you're going to take a pencil and outline on the barrel. Make sure that's all the way in. Okay, and then the next thing is to keep your pencil and look at where you're at and draw it straight down on the stock. And you're going to do the same way with this one. Now the next step is to pull the barrel, measure how far that line is down to the barrel, and then we'll also apply that to the stock, and then we'll go and drill our hole. I'm a little nervous for this one, so we'll pull this one out. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see where they at. One sec. Okay, so now I'm going to zero out my toppers here. And then flip the barrel on the side. I'm going to say it is 6.29. I'm going to get these measured out and I'll be back when I measure out the stock also. Okay, I'm on to the final step of making sure that putting the pins in the barrel. I can't lie and say that I'm not nervous. This is the part I've been nervous about the most. So I'm going to drill this real quick, and it's really hard to maneuver my camera around with my setup. I apologize about that, but I'll leave the camera on. Oh, 1 sec. Alrighty, I'm sorry, I'm back again. Me being nervous, I almost forgot to measure the right size bit. But now I got the right size. The pin itself is a 118, and I was able to measure this bit at a 185. So now I just gotta hope that I measured it all good enough. So I'm gonna start doing that, and I'll be right back because, like I said, I can't turn the camera. Okay, for an update, I got my holes drilled, and I'm honestly excited that they came out. They came out good on my first try. So I'm gonna turn it around so you can see my measurements. As you can see, I have one there, one hole there, and oh, it's way down here. Another hole there, and then we'll pull the barrel so we can show you. I'll pull this way a little bit, so you can see I got it right there on the front one. You can see I got it on the back one. Barely got it, but I got it. So now we will push in the pins real quick, and that should be everything. So according to this, it says we're to shape and finish the thimbles and attach them, install them onto the stock. Got 1 and 2 barrel tenons installed. I got them installed and the stock pins installed. So the final step is to get the stock pins installed. Put them right here. Here's the pins. There's one. There's 2. I'm going to take this punch real quick and just push in just a little harder. Ooh. Okay, so here's this one. This is all in now. I'm going to push it all the way through. No pins falling out. Yep, no pins falling out. Pins are now in there. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can see on this side better for this pin. Pin is now in there. Barrel no longer comes out. Hold the barrel upside down now. Oh. And that is everything needed to be done for this assignment for week 5, assignment 2, and this is the second week of the muzzleloader lab. So we got the thimble shaped and finished, barrel tenons installed, the front thimble installed, and all the stock pins installed. And next week we'll work more in this area, probably, pretty sure. So thank you. My name is Derek Garcia.